Now, I hope you had a lovely half term. I had one of the great half terms, one of the great ones, because I went to Disney. Now, as you know, I'm a seasoned Disney veteran from going on a school trip, but it's even better. Well, no, no, it was even better. It was, it was going with my own kids. And it was just amazing. Like I was going to be, I was trying to be a little bit like, I've been here before. It's going to be good, but within about 8 minutes was, hugging Eeyore and Woody like they were my best friends. Anyway, what a great time. My kids loved it. Apart from potentially Griff is now really frightened of the ghost from the Tower of Terror. But you win some, you lose some. Right. So why am I talking about that? Because I turned up to school just in the best mood anyone's ever been in. Like you can't not be in a great mood after Disney. And that was good because I was getting to do all the assemblies this week on just how amazing assessment week's going to be. Because assessment week is starting I'll tell you when assessment week is so we can get ourselves perfectly hyped. Even you can even put this on your calendar at home because I'm going to explain just how exciting this is. So when I say it's a week, it's the Thursday and Friday, then the weekend, then the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then it's Christmas. Put that into your diary and just put assessment week with loads of stars on it because, the pupils might look at me like they're not excited about it, but they're excited. Don't you worry about that, they're excited. Because we're not doing it for any other reason and I said it into the pupils in the assemblies this week, is this will make such an impact on their grades if they start learning how to revise that we have to teach them how to do it. So that's what we're doing. We're teaching them how to revise through assessment week. And like I've said to the pupils, this is the best they'll ever do in an exam because it's the most prepared they'll be. And I want them to start associating working hard and being ready for something with enjoyment. Because I don't know what you felt when you were younger, but the only exam, and I used to love exams, the only exams I loved, I didn't back in the day, I did once I'd revised. I learned from my mum as a teacher, if you revise, you do well. If you do well, you enjoy it. And the simple thing is, our pupils will do much, much better if they revise. And I want them to get to Christmas feeling great about themselves because they'd worked really hard and they're going to get what they deserve. That's the plan. So how does this affect you? In about a week and a half, all the pupils will be given, they'll be watching videos done by the teachers in their tutor time of 3 or 4 different ways to revise. So they'll watch those ways and they'll think about it. Then they're going to be given a knowledge organizer for each topic or each subject that will say, this is the only knowledge you need to do well in that exam. If you know this knowledge, you will do well. And then the simple game then is they need to revise it. So they'll have 4 weeks to revise it or 3.5 weeks to revise it. And then assessment week will start. And then they've got time during assessment week to go over their revision. And by the end of it, they'll be so prepared, there's no way they won't do well. And the bit that you can help with is these pupils will be coming home with these knowledge organisers. Now, I was lucky because I did economics and business at A-level. And my mum just so happened to be the teacher. So therefore I did well. And we used to revise on the way to school by her just asking me questions. We did economics on the way, business studies on the way home. And that was my revision. But you might not know anything about the topics. Do you mean I just so happened to have my mum who knew it? So what you do with the knowledge organisers is you just have to be able to question them and say, what is, for example, with business leads, you might say, tell me 4 different 4 different pricing strategies. And all you're doing is looking at them and then hopefully they'll repeat them. And I was thinking about this morning because I was doing a spelling test for my little boy. And as long as I know what they need to learn, I can help it. And if the pupils do 10, 15, 20 minutes before they go to bed, like they did when they were little, when they were reading, or when you said, right, show me your knowledge organizer, I'm going to test you, that will make a huge impact. And it's only 20 minutes a day. If you could do that, what an impact that would make. And we're gonna send a letter home explaining that. It's basically like going back to when your child was 7 or 8, and if I'm at that point now where you're trying to read with them and it's a nightmare because they're really tired, but it's worth it. 20 minutes a day, right? So I think that's the most exciting thing that's happening. Another great thing that happened this week was our autism base have won an award. I think it came from the Vale Parents Association for having a huge impact on a number of pupils. It's a hugely deserved award. I'm delighted for them. I don't think there's a better autism base in the country. I don't think there is. In fact, I know there's not. I'm really proud of them. I'm not going to the awards ceremony because I think trying to make it about me would be a shame for everyone. So I think it's going to be Miss Prosser who absolutely deserves it and Miss Taker who also deserves it because they're the two who run the base. I got some cake from AJ in the base yesterday that I was going to give it 9 out of 10, but then in the end, he added more sprinkles and it was a definite 10 out of 10. So I appreciate that. Basically, what I do, as you know, is I go around the school and look for food and then they give me food. Anyway, right. So that's the main point of this week. It's about assessment week. Have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you next week.